Some women won't flirt with you at all. They'll test you with two innocent questions. If you're a man over 50, this matters more than you think, because a lot of women, especially confident ones, don't want to look desperate and they don't want to feel rejected. So instead of being obvious, they get curious. They ask things that sound like small talk, but are really a quiet check. Is this man safe to get closer to? And here's what most men miss when a woman is considering real closeness, emotional and physical. Two questions show up again and again. Once you know them, you'll stop guessing. You'll stop replaying conversations later thinking, wait, was she into me? Quick favor before we dive in, tap like and tell me in the comments, have you ever missed a sign and only realized it later? I read the comments, and your story helps other men catch what you caught too late. Now, why does this happen more after 50? A lot of men assume they become invisible with age, but often it's the opposite. Mature men can be attractive because they bring calm, steadiness, and real presence, things that feel rare. The problem isn't that women aren't interested. The problem is misinterpretation. You hear a question and think, she's just being polite, when she's actually opening a door. Women rarely announce attraction directly. They test for awareness. They watch your emotional control. They notice whether you're grounded or needy. And when a woman starts seeing you as someone she could trust emotionally, physically, intimately, she shifts from casual conversation to intentional curiosity. Here's what those questions are designed to reveal. Your masculinity, are you steady or insecure? Your availability, do you have space for connection? Your perception, do you notice interest or miss it? So, if you've been waiting for obvious flirting, you may be waiting forever. The signal is quieter now. It's hidden inside curiosity. Let's break down the psychology in plain English. A woman often hides interest because she wants safety. If she comes on strong and you don't respond, it feels embarrassing. So she uses questions as a soft approach. If you respond warmly, she can lean in. If you don't, she can pretend it was just conversation. It protects her and it tests you. That's why you can't listen to the words only. You have to listen to the meaning underneath. Because when she asks these questions, she's not collecting facts like a survey. She's checking connection. She's checking your attention. She's checking if you're awake in the moment. Ever answered too fast, too cold, or too literal, and felt the vibe drop right after? That's exactly what I mean. All right, here are the two questions. Question number 1. Do you spend a lot of time alone? She may phrase it differently. Do you usually go out by yourself? You seem like you enjoy your own company. Is that true? Have you been keeping to yourself lately? Are you seeing anyone or just doing your own thing? On the surface, it sounds harmless, but it's not about loneliness. It's about access. She's really asking, is there room for me in your life? Are you emotionally open or emotionally locked? If I come closer, will I be welcomed or pushed away? And here's the mistake many men make. They answer like it's a yes-no question. Yeah, I'm alone a lot. No, not really, depends. Those aren't wrong, but they don't answer what she's actually listening for. So what do you say? You answer with balanced masculinity. Calm, confident, receptive, never needy. Try, I like my space, but I'm always open to good company. Or I've got my routines, but I make room for people who feel right. Or I enjoy quiet time, but I don't shut the world out. That tone does two things. It signals emotional availability without desperation. And it subtly tells her she could be the kind of person you'd let in. Open doesn't mean empty, it means welcoming. If you answer like that, you'll often notice what happens next. She relaxes. She stays a little longer. The conversation deepens because you just passed the first checkpoint. Question number 2. What are you looking for these days? This one is even more revealing. If she asks it, she's not just being friendly, she's evaluating you as a romantic possibility. She might say, what do you want right now in life? What's your focus these days? What are you hoping for at this stage? Where are you headed lately? This question isn't about your job or your achievements. It's about your inner direction. your emotional compass. She's checking, does this man know who he is? Is he emotionally alive? Is he grounded enough that I'd feel safe with him? Is he drifting or leading his own life? And again, men often lose the moment by answering too vague. I'm just looking for peace. Taking it day by day, not sure. To her, that can sound like drifting, and women don't invest in drifting energy. So what's the better answer? You don't need a speech. You just need direction. Simple, clear, real. Try. I'm building a calmer, stronger chapter with the right people. Or I'm looking for connection that feels natural, not forced. Or I'm focused on living with intention, good experiences, good company, meaningful moments. Those answers show movement, they show clarity, and they create a place where she can picture herself fitting into your life. Clarity creates safety. Safety makes desire possible. Now let's make this practical with a real-life scene. Imagine you're talking at a cafe, a bookstore, a friend's gathering, or in DMs. The conversation flows. She smiles a little more than necessary. She holds eye contact a beat longer. Then she asks, "So, do you spend a lot of time alone?" That's her first step. She's opening the door an inch. If you respond with presence, she feels encouraged. If you respond coldly or cluelessly, the energy collapses. Later, sometimes, minutes later, sometimes the next day, she asks, "What are you looking for these days?" That's her second step. She's deciding whether to go deeper. Answer with clarity, and she feels possibility. Answer with uncertainty, and she quietly retreats. These aren't coincidences. They're checkpoints. So remember the core message. When a woman wants closeness, she often won't announce it. She will test for two things: openness and direction. Do you spend a lot of time alone? Do you have space for me? What are you looking for these days? Are you living with intention? If you catch those questions, you'll know what moment you're in, and you'll respond like a grounded man, not a nervous teenager. Before you go, drop a like and subscribe to Stoic Mind Factory if you want more simple, real-world psychology for men navigating attraction after 50. And comment, "I see the signs," so I know you're ready to apply this the next time it happens.